Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Esmeralda and this is Of Numbers and Stars. And today I wanted to share with you the science curriculum that we have chosen for our son, who will be in first grade next fall. I will explain to you why we chose Noeo science, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is mixture of a Charlotte Mason and classical curriculum for science, and you go through cycles, and that's where it takes the classical approach. So you do biology, physics, and chemistry, and then you do it again and again. So for the first three choices, we went with biology because our son is really into nature and animals and things biology related. So I'm very excited, and this is the box that the curriculum came in. So we'll go over this later. I want to show you what came. This is a literature-based curriculum, and that's why I was very excited. So let me show you what came with it. It's my first book about weather clues in the sky, earth science and weather experiments. I love this. Ready to read clouds. I love these readers that they included because it speaks so well to the level of this age. Snow, wind, sun, rain, rainbow, and then science with plants, Osborne science activities. Love this. Pasteur, fight against microbes. I love that they included the biographies. The boy who drew birds. This is actually a hardback book. Really nice. Very pretty. And I can't wait. Look at this. How beautiful. Audubon's Birds of American coloring book. I love these. One small square books, and they included seashore and cactus desert, woods, and then first encyclopedia of animals. He's going to love this one. First encyclopedia of the human body. And that's it. Now I'm gonna show you they have partnered or taken the young scientist packages to make experiments. So I love that the difficult materials for the experiments they included from the young scientist, I think it's called. So this is for bacteria, the senses, bones and muscles, organs and digestive system, and lungs, heart and lungs. So love it. Of course, this is not everything you will need for the experiments. You have a list here for things that you may have around the house and that are easier to get. But I love this curriculum guide because, well, let me explain. I had been looking at two other curriculums for science that were Christian. One was a textbook and the other one was like a guide. and I loved especially the guy that went over creation. And it was flexible, but it had so many things that you needed for materials and books. And I started making an Amazon list of materials, and I thought this is gonna end up being extremely expensive, and I was just feeling overwhelmed with trying to find the books used, or I just wasn't sure. So I feel because we used sunlight, I got used to having a schedule like this, and then the other curriculum, it looked simple. I wanted something that wouldn't overwhelm me, and it was nice, especially because it was Christian. But I felt like I wanted to use more living books, kind of like this, and I missed not having. I was going to really miss not having all these books, and I know that like I could just go to the library and complement the textbook with, but I am notorious for having lots of library fees. I just can't deal with the library. So I preferred, since science it's one of those areas where my son loves and thrives in, we decided that we will invest in a really nice curriculum that had probably everything I needed, but it was hard to find one that I was happy with. But I'm so glad the Lord took me to Noeo Science, which means, let me tell you, it's a Greek word that comes from Romans 1:20. For since the creation of the world was invisible, of the world, his invisible attributes, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood, and that's where Noeo comes from, through what has been made, so that they are without excuse. So Noeo means to perceive with the mind, to understand, to have understanding, to think open, heed, ponder, consider, and to train the brain. So I love that. Then you have the book list here, and I love like plants and body and things like that, but I love the contents of these because it was biology, and I liked like sunlight science because it was literature based, and then it can come with things like this for the materials. But I liked, I can be a little OCD, and I love, focusing on one science at a time and trying to stretch or squeeze several topics that involve that science. And this is exactly what I like, what I wanted, because it goes over weather, habitats, birds, animals, and human body and plants. So then this is the list of the additional materials that you will need, and you have the introduction on the Noeo's philosophy, and here's where it explains where it's classical and where it's Charlotte Mason. So it's classical because it emphasizes vocabulary development, develops critical thinking, and incorporates the classical grammar stages. And it's Charlotte Mason because it provides the living books, and it utilizes a child's natural curiosity, and also it uses narration. So let me show you. This is how you can fill in the sheets provided for the experiments, and you can make copies of this. This is one way where you can record your child's observations by just this is option 1, it's just a drawing, or drawings and notes, or just the notes, or I really like this. What I did, what I saw, and I think this happened because this is simple. This is more writing, so whoever can write more, and this one has more details. So now we go into the reading schedule and instructions. I love how concise this is. This is not overwhelming for me. This is just, you can do it in either 4 days or 2 days. You get how this applies, the assignments, and then now you have week 2. This is all you have for week 1, weather. Week 2 you continue with weather. On week 4 you got a list pastel, bacteria and fungi. And so week 12 is mammal habitats. And that's how it is. So that's it. Super excited to have everything provided in one box. So like I said, if there was anything I was willing to invest more was Noeo science, because it's such a great curriculum, and it is what my boy loves the most, you know, this and art, but especially nature and all things science. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you consider Noeo Science, because it is so great if you like Charlotte Mason, if you like living books, and if you like simplicity, you have everything provided, focusing on one area of science in such a organized way. Yeah, this is a great choice. So thank you. Have a blessed day. Bye.